Afternoon, can you hear me?
Yes.
My name is Brian Ettling, and I'm here as a private citizen in Portland, Oregon. For 25 years, I've worked as a seasonal park ranger at Crater Lake National Park in Oregon, one of America's most scenic treasures. Crater Lake is not close to any major cities or industrial areas, so it prides itself on having some of the cleanest air in the U.S. Unfortunately, I saw climate change while working at Crater Lake with a diminishing annual snowpack and more intense wildfire seasons. The smoke from the wildfires was hazardous to breathe at times and forced visitors with health issues to cancel their vacations. Scientists tell us that the largest source of climate change pollution in the U.S. is now vehicle tailpipe emissions from burning gasoline and diesel. Air pollution from burning these fuels kills around 9 million people a year globally and negatively impacts the health of millions of Americans. In 2017, I quit my Crater Lake seasonal ranger job to become a climate change organizer to reduce that threat and deadly air pollution. I left, sadly, the high air quality of Crater Lake to live by a major busy street in northeast Portland, Oregon. Recently, I was alarmed to read that a New York University study that living by a busy urban road can raise the risk of premature death by 20%. The American Lung Association reports that adults living closer to a busy road or highway within 300 meters may risk dementia. The Environmental Protection Agency's website states that research has demonstrated that exposure to pollutants emitted from motor vehicles can cause lung and heart problems and premature death. Thus, I am scared about the long-term health impacts of living next to a busy road. My wife and I frequently open our windows in spring, summer, and fall to cool down our apartment, which lets in dirty emissions from nearby vehicle traffic. With my fears of inhaling toxic vehicle pollution, I urge the NHTSA to finalize the strongest possible CAFÉ standards. Vehicle manufacturers have the technology to meet those strong standards. Many recent analyses have shown that strong fuel economy standards will save consumers money at the pump, provide access to the most fuel-efficient versions of gas-powered vehicles, and encourage the transition to zero-emission vehicles. This is a win-win-win for healthier air and a safer climate, better health outcomes, and more money saved by consumers. Thank you so much for this opportunity to testify.